Numerous severe weather reports now starting to trickle in. Wind, hail, that would be our blue dots here. Look at all the, let's just call them red dots for the sake of argument. Numerous reports of tornadoes across the region. Very dangerous evening, and we even got some video of some of these storms. Two of them actually, South Marion and Illinois. Check this out. Tornado on the ground here, continuing to move pretty quickly. And you kind of see it pulling up some debris here too. And then we've got a second shot of another tornado in Scott County, Missouri. Got a couple of angles on this. A wedge tornado there, and you can't really tell if it's on the ground or not just because of the trees that are in the way, but certainly looks like that it is. And here's another shot of that. Once again, emphasizing that very dangerous storms. Looks like though we're getting some better weather here now to settle on in as we head on through the nighttime hours tonight. So these reports, as they continue to trickle in, especially the tornado ones, will be assessed by the Weather Service, and they'll probably go out tomorrow and put an EF rating on the storms that were tornadic and the reports of tornadoes, and we'll get that information as soon as they get it. The latest temperatures basically in the 60s, where we did get some of the heavier rain. Surrounding areas are in the 70s, so maybe not quite as much as rain-cooled air mass. The dew points are starting to come down too, as we're back into the 60s here, but still Union City, Tiptonville, low 70 dew points, but those will also start to drop as this front continues to push in with the drier and the cooler air. The 24-hour temperature change, about 7 degrees, Carbondale, Cape Girardeau, 6, Poplar Bluff, about 4, and here Harrisburg, we've got about an 8-degree temperature change from where we were yesterday. And the winds gusting as we go on through the morning hours tomorrow to about 15, 20 miles per hour out of the northwest. So that's starting to drive in that cooler and drier air right on through the afternoon, 20 to 25 mile per hour gusts. So not too advisory criteria, and then they do back off as we get into Saturday night, but just a little breeze around. Now, as we look ahead, the USGFS forecast model showing us that as we get into early Saturday, here's our storm system in our front continuing to go down to the south and east of us. And then we are going to have some pretty decent weather, even up to midnight. Some moisture down into parts of Arkansas and into Oklahoma and down into northern Mississippi is going to try to work north as we get into Sunday. And some of our southern counties may actually see a chance of seeing a little bit of rain, but it doesn't look like it's going to be a big threat. We think better chances here as we get into Monday midday. Another area of rain and thunderstorms potentially pushing on through. That system will exit. We'll see more rain, thunderstorms as we get into Tuesday. Wednesday, we'll hopefully try to clear out and get some drier air back in here by midweek. So rainfall maybe up to 1 to 2 inches over the next few days. Tonight down to 61 degrees with a few clouds, and a beautiful day tomorrow at about 84 with a mix of clouds and sunshine. And then it's going to get a little wild here Monday, Tuesday again with some hit and miss storms around near 80 degrees. Notice the cool off though coming Wednesday 67, Thursday 70 degrees. Friday we're going to bump it back up to 72, but these lows here close to 50 degrees, maybe even some upper 40s in some spots.